Hello, knife enthusiasts, knife lovers, obsessed knife people, viewers, folder here. I want to do a review on a knife that I love very much. This is the Cold Steel Outdoorsman. I recently did a video on the Master Tonto, and these knives are almost identical in geometry. So, but there are things about this knife. This is sort of like a classic Tonto, and this is an American Tonto, shape-wise. But this is just an amazing knife that, to me, just, I don't know, for some reason, doesn't get the respect that I think that it should. It's an incredible knife. So let's just get into it. This is the Cold Steel Outdoorsman, and it is a true outdoorsman knife, camping, hunting, fishing. But it also has the shape of a Tonto, like a defense weapon or a fighting knife. But that's not its purpose. So Cold Steel took that San Mai, which is basically 420 wrapped around the VG10 core, giving it incredible stainless ability, VG10 core giving it incredible strength, while it has toughness because the 420 is softer on the outside. It's folding steel, essentially. And you can actually see it in the blade. Right at the bottom of the blade, you can actually see the VG10. And it's also in the top part, also here, the hardest part of the bone breaker. So let's get into this knife. This knife is 11 inches overall. It has a 5-inch grip and a 6-inch blade. Speaking of the grip is also Kraton, which is Cold Steel's proprietary, I believe, proprietary material. It's a very soft, but grippy handle. And if you own one of these, you know, I don't have to tell you, it feels excellent in hand. It does not feel like it's going to slip out, and it's an excellent grip. This blade is extremely unique. It really is. Besides being San Mai and all the properties that San Mai has, this particular blade is obvious hollow grind, because, I mean, that's ridiculously hollowed. You can see it. And it also has jimping on the back. And it also has, on this end, a tough section. And I think they did this because of the hollow grind. They know that this is an outdoorsman's knife and it's going to be used for really hard use. So a lot of times in the designs you see a false edge. This is not a false edge. This is actually a bone breaker or a striker to light fires or any other thing that you can, you could probably even do some woodcrafting with it. But that's what it's designed for. It's designed to save this edge. Even though the edge is extremely tough, it is hollowed. Okay, so I think that's what they were thinking in terms of. And another amazing attribute, you can see the blade stock on the Master Tonto is sort of, I would say it's thicker overall, but not by much. Of course, it's going to be thicker in the area where the bone breaker is. But what they did was they made the jimping, and they have thick blade stock here. It's got the bone breaker, and then it also flattens out at the tip. And that's so that when you're batoning, you don't keep destroying your batons. You know, knives that are sharp up here and don't have a flat surface, you can baton with them, but they're notorious for destroying the batons that you make out in the field. So they thought of that. And, you know, this is a bone breaker for when you're hunting. If you have a kill and you're harvesting the animal on the site, you know, you can get through the material and do what you want to do. Yeah, so that's a lot. That's a lot right there. I mean, there's a whole lot going on with this blade. Like, there's a lot of different sections of this blade that are designed for working outdoors. The hollow grind, the jimping on the back, the bone breaker, the batoning section in the front. I mean, and it does thin out at the tip, but naturally because of the hollow. So it's gonna thin out a little bit, but they did a really good job of making that. It's got the stainless steel guard, which is the same exact guard as on the Master Tonto, but where it changes is in the pommel, in the back. The Skull Crusher pommel on the Master Tonto looks like this. Sort of has a lanyard hole in it or whatever, and it has this sort of shape. But on the Outdoorsman, it's just a flat, yeah, it's more of a flat shape. Yeah, it's a much different shape. I like this better, you know, for different tasks that you might have to do, because this has a point to it. So you might not, you know, want to hit certain things with this because it has a point. It has a point to it. It's not just like a flat surface like this. This is an extremely usable tool. And, you know, there aren't a lot of videos on this, and there aren't a lot of, I don't know, this knife just doesn't get a lot of accolades, and I think it definitely deserves it. Absolutely amazing. It uses the same Secure X as the Master Tonto, the exact same one. Comes out when you want, but it doesn't come out when you don't want it. Yeah, the other sheath I have, this is the one I have for the Master Tonto. I wear it a little bit differently. So, but they're the same exact sheaths, same exact. I just have different attachment on it. So, anyway. All right, so that's it. That's all I got. Really, really nice knife. Part of my cold steel fixed blade collection that I'm slowly getting through. Okay, so this is my second review. It was the Master Tonto. Now it was the Outdoorsman. I have a few more to go. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. I appreciate every one of you. Appreciate it. Take care.